Here we are back. I had to reframe most of this shower here. We got glued and screwed. Added some tap cons, the old studs here. Alright, cut out and replaced the bottom ones here. I reframed this whole section from here over. And I also took down the old steel studs here, put down 2x4 glued and screwed to the stairs here. It's rock solid, that's not moving for nothing. So when we're ready for the shower wallboard, I'm just checking my shreddage, all the studs. So we're gonna have to plane, now to add a drywall shim here, that stud was slightly in. We're gonna have to plane down some of these studs, get everything nice and flat, and then be ready for some board. That's where we're at right now. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Donnie D here. I just want to let you know, if you enjoy watching my content and you like to learn about tile installations and even know what your project might even cost, I would love if you subscribe to my channel here and even hit that like button for this video. And you know what? Even hit that notification bell, so that way when I do release videos, which I do release videos anywhere from 1 to 2 times every single week, you know exactly when that video will actually come live, so you can check it out. Alright guys, so we got this whole thing framed in, curbs in. Since I'm on a concrete slab, did have to use a piece of pressure treated down here, which you don't really want pressure treated in the shower, but you don't really get a choice here. And the only other option that I have here is to use foam. But the thing is, the floor is so unlevel, I have to thin set, let it dry, blah blah blah. Plus, when I do the mudding, I actually like to kneel like this on the curb, and I have to worry about denting the waterproofing on the curb and all that stuff with the foam. So that's how I like to usually do it. So this thing's framed, rock solid, everything's planed down flat as possible. Now ready to start hanging board. Okay guys, so now that I got this whole shower reframed out, which was crazy, I had to reframe pretty much, 3/4 worth of the shower. It's insane how bad it was framed, and I even know how the ceiling was actually staying up there. It's kind of crazy. I mean, they had some steel studs up there, literally just a few screws in the stairs there, in the treads and the risers. And they only had a few screws in the drywall. I was actually holding the tile. I really don't know how this thing didn't fall down, but it goes to show you, like, the way we do things now are so overkill. You really shouldn't ever have an issue. So I'm just going to be hanging board here. I'm just going to time lapse pretty much the rest of the video. In this shower, like most of my showers, I prefer Latticrete Hydroband board. Now, I am not sponsored by them whatsoever. I pay for all this stuff. It's just the way that I like to do it. So no one's telling me you got to do it this way, you got to do that way, and put a video on here. This is the way I want to do it, the materials I want to use. So I like Hydroband board. Now I'm doing a ceiling here in this odd shaped shower. Anytime you use any foam board, any manufacturer that I know of that's on the market right now, at the time of this recording for this video, which is October of 2020, you want to use washers, and you want to place them every 6 inches on the ceiling into the joists or studs there. And you really don't want your joist spaced more than 16 inches on center. If they are, you got to add some blocking. So that's pretty much your standard. Put your facets with washers every 6 inches and you'll be good to go. And for the rest of the shower and the walls, you could just use the screws, which is great about Hydroband board. You don't need washers, and you just want to place them no further than 12 inches on center there. So if you have a 4-foot board, you could get away with just 4 screws, one top and bottom, one in the middle, spaced no further than 12 inches. I usually aim for that a little bit more, but I won't go more than 12 inches wide on the screws. That's your minimum. And I'm just using the sealant to put it together, and it's already waterproof. But then I do take another step. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, I paint all the areas that are real critical, like the first 2 feet or so at least, with 2 coats of Hydroband, just to ensure that everything is solid, and which it is. But I don't want any wicking with the banding, with the thin set, anything like that. That's just the method I like to use, and I'm just going to pretty much time lapse the rest of this shower here, hanging the board, and then I'll make another part of this shower building as well. I'm going to show you how I did the mud work on this one, and it's actually a 3-piece drain I was able to tie in on this job. That way we didn't have to jack out the whole concrete slab to access the drain. We were able to reuse the old drain and tie into it, and we did that by using the Sluter FHA adapter. But stay tuned for that video. I want to walk you through the steps with that one. But for this one, I'm just going to hang the board, and we'll go from there. I really appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.